There's a quiet power in the first hour of the day, a space where the world hasn't yet made its demands, and my thoughts are still my own. When I picked up The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, I wasn't looking for a productivity hack. I wanted to own my morning, elevate my life, and discover a morning routine that could transform not just what I do, but who I become. I'll be honest, I expected another wake up early and hustle book. Maybe tips, a few inspiring stories, and some rules about rising before dawn. But Sharma offered something deeper. He didn't just want to convince me to set an earlier alarm. He wanted to show why the hour between 5 and 6 could be the most transformative of my life. The book follows 4 characters: a burned-out entrepreneur desperate for change, an artist seeking her creative voice, and a mysterious billionaire who becomes their guide. Through their journey, I learned about the twin cycles of elite performance, the value of deep work, and why our brains are sharpest in the early hours. What surprised me most was how much of the book wasn't about doing more. It was about becoming more, about identity, character, and the compound effect of small, daily rituals. Sharma's writing blends practical wisdom with a spiritual depth that made me pause and reflect. I found myself underlining passages not because they were clever, but because they felt true. It wasn't just about productivity, it was about owning my morning and setting the tone for every day ahead. The heart of Sharma's approach is the 20-20-20 method. He breaks the victory hour into 3 equal parts: 20 minutes of movement, 20 minutes of reflection, and 20 minutes of growth. The movement phase isn't just exercise. It's about activating what Sharma calls the natural pharmacy, flooding the body with dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins to start the day energized. I loved how intentional it was, sweating, pushing myself, signaling to my brain that I was serious about showing up fully. Reflection follows. Journaling, meditation, and gratitude exercises create a mental clarity that allows insights to surface. I realized that stillness isn't passive. It rewires the brain and prepares it for meaningful focus. The final 20 minutes focus on growth, reading, planning, and learning. These practices compound over time, shaping not just what I do, but how I think. Sharma emphasizes that transformation isn't about becoming a morning person overnight. It's about becoming intentional. He introduces the 4 interior empires: Heartset, Mindset, Healthset, and Soulset. Heartset strengthens emotional resilience. Mindset shapes how I interpret the world. Healthset preserves vitality, and Soulset connects me to something larger than myself. This framework reminded me that success isn't purely strategic, it's holistic. I also appreciated the neuroscience he included. The brain's prefrontal cortex is most active in the early morning, making it ideal for focus and discipline. Sharma references the protocol of champions, showing that leaders, artists, and thinkers throughout history have valued early rising and solitude. He doesn't sugarcoat the messy middle either. It takes 66 days to install a new habit, and only discipline sustains it when motivation fades. Sharma's lessons extend beyond routines. The book taught me about day stacking, habit protocol, and creating systems that support excellence. I found myself thinking about small daily choices differently: the 90-minute focus rule, the daily 5, and even scheduling moments of rest and rejuvenation. What struck me most is how all these strategies converge. They aren't separate tips, but a philosophy for elevating life intentionally. By the end, I realized the victory hour isn't just a time block. It's an invitation to reclaim ownership of my day. It's a reminder that how I start matters, not just for productivity, but for my sense of self. I walked away with actionable practices, but also with a mindset shift. Mornings are sacred, and how I use them defines how I show up in every area of life. The 5 a.m. Club transformed how I see mornings. It's not about surviving the first hour, but savoring it. Waking up at 5 isn't about getting more done. It's about investing in myself before the world demands anything. I began to notice the compound effect. Small, consistent habits shaping my energy, focus, and confidence. The victory hour, paired with the 20-20-20 method, gave me structure, but more importantly, it gave me clarity. I started to see that every choice in that first hour ripples across the day, affecting decisions, creativity, and resilience. Integrating Heartset, Mindset, Healthset, and Soulset reminded me that productivity alone isn't enough. Wholeness matters. Sharma's philosophy isn't prescriptive, it's empowering. It showed me that discipline, reflection, and growth are accessible, even amidst a busy life. By treating mornings as sacred, I reclaimed ownership of my time and my potential. What felt like a simple routine became a powerful tool for elevating my life, enhancing both personal and professional fulfillment. I now wake up each day with intention, clarity, and energy. The lessons of the book extend beyond routines. They are lessons in identity, consistency, and living fully. The 5 a.m. Club isn't just a guide to waking early. It's a guide to becoming fully alive. If this resonated with you, like and subscribe to Well Read Club for more book breakdowns and mindset insights.